The Steelers are aiming for 5 home wins in a row and have a new forward to provide the offensive firepower. 23-year-old Canadian Anthony Deluca makes his debut, but we will have to wait a little bit longer before we can see new goalie Matt Climie in Steelers colours. Instead of being in the crease, he's here in the commentary box. Jackson Whistle comes into this game on the back of his first shutout of the season, but he'll be up against it today as the Guildford Flames have 4 of the league's top 10-point scorers in their ranks.
Thank you, Sheffield. On a Saturday night in Sheffield, sponsored by 512 Sheffield,
impeccably observed, minute silence, and the playing of the last post. Sheffield remembers, hockey remembers. O'Connor still assesses his options. Down the board to Della Rovere, who's got it underneath his skates and he didn't realise. Eberle trying to help out. It's Guildford who have recovered it. It's good travelling support here from Guildford. They've come in good numbers tonight. Guildford again looking to set up a scoring chance. It's with Craig. Long slap shot. Oh, it's gone in! Underneath Whistle for the opening goal for Guildford. Long range slap shot has brought the visiting fans to their feet. It's Ferguson who hits it. It's taken it a big deflection.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Jackson there. Went off for defenseman's skate, but hopefully we can recover.
So I expect the goal to be credited to Ferguson. We'll bring you confirmation. Big opportunity missed for the Flames to double their lead. They're trying to create another one here. And collect the puck on the far boards. Trying to feed it across. It'll loop in the air. Sticks chop at it on the boards. Still with the visitors. They'll be forced back down the board. They'll reverse it back into the corner. Steelers keep Davis away from it, and it's McGrath feeding it forward. That was a dangerous pass, and Eberle was skating straight into trouble. And now the Flames are moving in on goal again, and they've scored again! Ferguson's got himself another. 2 in 8 minutes for the Flames. Cuts in behind Eberle and lifts it into the top corner.
Yeah, it's definitely not the start we're hoping for, but there's obviously a lot of game to play, and I'm sure we'll get back in this one.
McGrath across to the far side. Will bounce to McFadden. Pressure right on top of him. Now Eberle. Now McGrath. Now Johnson. Back to McGrath. Feeding, looking for a tip. It didn't get one. And now Guildford might come back the other way. There's no support for Reddick. He'll have to do it all himself. Crowd boos, they don't like the no call. And Guildford are in here, and they've scored! What a breakdown for the Steelers, and it is 3-0, scored by Jansen. Short-handed goal, and the visitors are in dreamland.
Yeah, that's a tough break for the Steelers. Their guy, made a great shot there, high glove, got it up quick. Hopefully we can rebound here and get one on the power play, get us back in this thing.
It's the 6th short-handed goal that Guildford have scored this season. They lead the lead in that respect. They were tied with the Steelers on 5 each until that moment. McFadden gets it back to the blue line. The Steelers switch it into the circle, and they score! Hammered home by McGrath.
That's what the boys needed to get us back in this. I'm sure we're going to use that as momentum going forward.
Johnson to McGrath and to the back of the net.
Yeah, goaltender didn't have much chance there. I don't think he saw it. His own defenseman got in his way.
So they are 1 for 2. in the power play stats. And they have it through Westerling. Hammers one in, it bounces up in the air. The Steelers try and grab it and put it down. Puck is still sitting there at the crease and it can't be covered. Karatzi dived after it but didn't get his glove on top of it. And the Steelers commit all 5 players to those boards on the far side to try and retain this puck. They want to win it back. Oh, and then a couple of players are wrestled down. Play is stopped dead. I've not seen a referee's hand in the air. Well, that was a real scrap.
Yeah, it's kind of a slew foot there. I feel like we probably should have got the 5-on-3 power play.
It was Westerling who did the big tumble and King who was present on the scene. Not sure if it was his stick or someone from the pile, but Westerling was certainly unhappy. No penalties were called. It will remain 5-on-4. Sent across, De La Riviere on the backhand! The Steelers do make the power play count. They've got a pair of power play goals in this first period. And they've cut the gap to 1.
Yeah, Della did a great job there getting on his backhand and getting it off quick. And again, defenseman kind of got in the way of the goalie.
Looks like it might have hit accurate. Both sides have benefited in this game already from deflections off defensemen. De La Riviere won't mind. 3 on the season, 2 of those now on the power play. This puck will slide all the way around to Dowd. Touched inside towards David Phillips, and it was a dangerous play which the Steelers are trying to recover from now. They will get it across the line. And now there's a chase across to the penalty boxes. The Flames will get to it, but David Phillips with the hit ensures the puck comes back the Steelers' way. Pass into a tight spot and Ferguson has crossed the blue line. Trying to feed it inside, and they've scored! Inside the first minute of the second period. And Flames have got their advantage back to 2.
Yeah, definitely not the start we were hoping for. You know, again, the guy made a great shot, beating Jackson up high, and yeah, hopefully we respond to this. Oh, actually, I think it went off our own skate there. That's another tough break.
Puck finds its way back to Matheson. No one knew where it was for a moment. There were players looking into the stands thinking that was where it had gone. It took a lot of them by surprise. It's the Guildford fans making the noise at the moment. The Steelers just pen back here at the moment. Shot through traffic, it bounces off a skate of Waters and goes to the far side boards. Then a little deflection, it's behind whistle and it's across the line. Reddick was there and Dunbar as well. And Guildford are 3 in front for the second time in this game.
Yeah, just a bouncing puck somehow found a way through, and it's one of those nights I think so far for Jackson. Hopefully he can find a way to bounce back and kind of get a feel for the puck here.
Steelers in their defensive zone, and it'll be Dowd on the far side. Matheson back towards Dowd. It was just behind him. It's a little bit scrappy at the moment from the Steelers. They need a little bit of quality. Maybe it'll come here from O'Connor. Sod is turned aside. The Steelers have it back, and now they can really get this power play set up. O'Connor, Dowd tries to fire it through, and Dowd's made it happen. He wants to claim it. It'll be his first of the season. I'm not sure if he gets another touch. 3 power play goals on the night. Guildford keep pulling away, and the Steelers keep pegging them back. Steelers are driving forward. Oh, really good pass across.
Pass.
Oh, and McGrath couldn't put it in. It's played back out front, and the Steelers can't make it happen. De La Riviere gets it back. Needs a little bit of help against the wall. He's got 2 Flames right on top of him. 4 Flames have committed to winning this, but it's Eberle who comes away with it. Thought about dragging it in front, but Davis wouldn't let him. Steelers possession in the offensive zone. Fed across, net's empty, and it's put into it by Eberle. It's been coming, it's been building, and credit to Jackson Whistle for the saves at the other end. And the Steelers make the most of it.
Yeah,
Tanner Eberle with the finish.
Yeah, we've done a great job all night of just going to the net, getting pucks in net, and now we're getting rewarded for that effort.
It's the first even strength goal the Steelers have scored all night, but it's going to get reviewed. It is a goal. Other goals to tell you about. Fife lead Manchester 3-2. Glasgow are level with Coventry, that's 3-3. Guildford still lead this one by a goal. And they're on power play number 2 for tonight. They're 0 for 1 so far. Oh, and the scramble, and it's got across the line. They have got the power play goal. And just 8 seconds from the end of the second period, Guildford is celebrating again.
Yeah, it's a momentum killer. Great first save by Jackson, and the guy just kind of cleaned up the garbage.
It's another goal for Waters. The assist going to Dunbar and to Reddick. So we play 4-on-4. There's room for David Phillips. It's in via a deflection. Back to a 1-goal game yet again. And the Steelers make the 4-on-4 play count.
Phillips doing a great job of keeping his head up and noticing 2 guys in front there and using the old shot pass.
Owens back to the point, now to Dowd. Steelers have the momentum right now. Guildford have the lead, the Steelers want to take it away from them. Oh, and looking for the tip, and it was just a fraction ahead of Dowd. And Owens has lost out, and he's got to get back. There's a break on here. Guildford are in. Are they going to score? No, they're not, because of the save from Whistle.
Yeah, it's a big-time save by Jackson. You can just feel the energy in the building right now. I mean, it just keeps on building.
Dunbar on the break. And he was able to get across in front of O'Connor, who lost his stick on the play, but he did just enough. And the glove above the pad kept out John Dunbar. Jackson Whistle will have to stay in his crease because it's a defensive zone face-off. But the Steelers have called a timeout. And Tom Barrasso with some final words to his team. They need to win the draw, they need to get down the ice, they need to get Whistle off and a 6th skater on. And they need to make something happen. The Steelers need to win this against the N-boards. And they do. Do they have a dramatic equaliser in them? Back to the blue line, it was a little bit panicky because it nearly got out of the zone. 3-on-3 battle down low. Westerling trying to get it back to Pitt, still with Westerling. Nicely worked, Owens gets it across. There's room for a shot, and it's tipped over the top.
It was there.
Westerling, Owens, O'Connor blocked in front, net's empty. But it's off target, it'll go down the ice and it'll be an icing whistle. And there's 8 seconds left. That is enough time to win a draw and get a shot off and get traffic in front. There's going to be a timeout now for Guildford. Paul Dixon wants a chat with his team and maybe he just wants a breather for them following that icing whistle. And the face-off is won by Ritt. Guildford just need to keep it trapped in the corner. Time's going to expire. Guildford are going to win on the road by 6-5. They've led all the way from the 3rd minute. And as the Steelers kept coming back, they never got back quite far enough. And it's the visitors who take the 2 points tonight.
Tom, it was exciting for all the fans, but I'm sure you had a few heart failures and jitters in the last 60 minutes.
Yeah, there's some frustrating moments. I thought we got out of our character as a group, the things that we're trying to build together as a team. Turned some pucks over in the neutral zone, didn't get some pucks deep behind their defense and go to work at it. Forwards didn't come back and support the D, breaking some pucks out. And good teams will make you pay when you make mistakes, and they did.
When it's so hard for us to score and we had to work so hard to get them to give up 6 as well at home, you're probably not going to win many games doing that, are you?
Not against a talented team. I mean, they're a very gifted offensive team. They've got some real goal scorers there, and we need to make them earn their offense a lot harder than we did tonight. I thought we provided too many free opportunities, whether it was the turnovers in the neutral zone or whether it was poor line changes that I think led to possibly 4 breakaways, which is just totally unacceptable.
Was a positive Robert Dowd scoring a couple, and the way that we played for 60 minutes and tried to work our way back into it?
I like their compete level, not necessarily our smarts at times, but the attitude on the bench, the attitude in the room, the feeling in the room is that we weren't out of the game ever. And that's what we've been trying to build over the last 4 weeks, and I think we've come a long way in that regard.
Can you just explain to those watching from above the situation with Jackson and Brad when there was in and out? Is that just to get the
Sure.
minds on?
It saved the timeout for later in the game is what it did. By putting Brad in, bringing Jackson off, Brad could go in slowly. That slows the game down. I get a chance to talk to the team at the bench. Told Jackson right away he'd be going back in to play. Told him just focus on what he needed to do, and that we'd hopefully get ourselves organized and provide him some better support. And I thought he battled really hard, Jackson, to keep us in the game in the third period.
Talk to us about Matt Climby. I understand he may get the start, Marty, in Dundee tomorrow.
Yeah, Matt will start. We made that decision on Thursday, informed both goaltenders of that. Regardless of the outcome tonight, Matt was going to play tomorrow. His conditioning is coming around. He says he's feeling good, so it's time to get a look at him.
You know him a lot better than any of us. What kind of goal is he? What can we expect tomorrow from him?
Yeah, he's a very big man, very athletic goaltender, handles the puck well, great experience as a veteran player, and his resume says he should excel.
And just finally, Anthony Deluca makes his debut today. Any thoughts?
Anthony's got some work to do. His conditioning compared to the rest of the team, it's not where it needs to be, and that stems from the fact that he hasn't been skating, but particularly skating at the pace that we've been practicing at for the last 4 weeks. That'll come in time. And then I need to do some video work with him to show him exactly what I'm looking for from him on the ice.
Anthony, your thoughts after that first gunfight at the OK Corral, wasn't it? It was end-to-end stuff.
Yeah, honestly, the fans were really good to be behind us all game. You know, obviously we didn't have the start we wanted to, but I think we came back. We showed some character. I know they've been showing character lately. It was only my first game, but it proves a lot about the guys, so happy to be here.
And what were your first thoughts, not only about the guys, but the team and the standard here?
Yeah, of course, it's really nice. We're all well run, so everything's fine so far, and I'm honestly couldn't say anything bad about this place.
Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot a couple of times, didn't we? We gifted Guildford a few goals, and then it was so hard to work our way back into it.
Yeah, exactly what you said. Gifted. It's they didn't necessarily have to work for goals. They got, I wouldn't say lucky, but lucky bounces maybe, and unfortunately we weren't getting those. So, you know, that's how the game of hockey goes, and maybe next time we play them, that'll be our turn.
Always awkward when you're a new guy, if you like, coming into a team that's been here for a couple of 3 months. But as far as systems go and as far as just getting into the game, is that something that you think will come quickly?
Yeah, well, I think so. I'm trying to soak in as much as possible, you know, and they obviously, like you said, it's been 3 months, 2 or 3 months that they're here, so they've been learning. I know it's not the same coach since the beginning, but same group of guys, so obviously I'm trying to just blend in as much as possible and try to learn as quick as possible so that I can be up to par as soon as possible.
The great thing about this game is you just get straight back on the bike, don't you? Because tomorrow night in Dundee, a long 5.5 hour bus trip, but ready to go again.
Yeah, of course. We want to start the game, you know, like we played in the second and third period, and I think we'll have good success if we keep doing that. We're a fast team, we're a skilled team, so I think if we play with speed and pace, I don't think the other teams will be able to keep up with us.
Just talk to me about what you think you can bring to this team. What are your big assets that we can look forward to in the coming weeks and months ahead?
Yeah, of course. Well, like I said before, my shot is usually, unfortunately, I didn't get many shots, if any, tonight. I wasn't completely on my game, but you know that'll come, and I'm sure I'm not stressed about that. You know, it's been a while I haven't played a game, or especially with this team. So you know, like I said, I was trying to soak in everything. I'm trying to get used to the systems, all that, and once it comes, I think I'll be fine.
Paul, a thrilling 6-5 victory for your Flames side. Just talk us through that game.
Oh, I've got to take a breath, I think. I thought we got off to a really good start, solid start. And obviously we know Sheffield's been playing really well the last few games, especially at home as well. And you kind of, you know, you're never out of a game 2 or 3 goals up, and that was evident tonight. But like I said, I give my guys credit right at the end there. It was backs to the walls again. They put a lot of pressure on us, and we managed to sneak out of here with 2 points tonight. But the overall game, I thought it was pretty well balanced. Like I said, I think you know, obviously Ben O'Connor coming back to Sheffield makes a huge difference to that team. You know, he's a special player, and I think not just that, that just him being back in that dressing room as well, and that leadership quality, like the rest of the British guys have here, with obviously with Dowdy and John O and Phillips as well, and Davey, is kind of, you know, it's very important, and I think sometimes it doesn't get recognised. So you know, we know obviously another new import as well, Deluca in today. So we knew we were coming here with a much improved team than what we'd seen earlier down in Guildford, and we knew it was going to be hard, and it was. You know, like you said, that game could go either way tonight.
And moving on to tomorrow, another big game for yourselves at home to the Panthers. What are you telling the boys ahead of that game?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, you look at the schedules, and you know, Sheffield, Nottingham don't come any bigger than that today. But we're at home tomorrow, and we've played Nottingham once already in Guildford. They came out on the night 3-2. But I thought that first game we played against Nottingham, we give ourselves a good account. But you know, I think they've just been beaten tonight off Belfast, so they're going to be hungry coming into Guildford tomorrow and looking for 2 points. But you know, that game took a lot out of us tonight. It was a hard, fast, physical game, and we've just got to get back to Guildford, get rested, and get ready for tomorrow. And we know it's going to be a hard test against Nottingham tomorrow at home.